Cretin-Derham Hall versus Wayzata. Let me take you back to the year 2000. That is Joe Mauer, the quarterback for Cretin against Wayzata in the regular season. The game won because of Marion Barber's long touchdown run. Yes, Mauer and Barber in the game. They met again in the playoffs that year, and Cretin won the game. They would go on to lose to Eden Prairie in the state championship. They also lost to Wayzata in the 2005 Prep Bowl. So here we go, the two teams meeting again. Tonight in Wayzata, Foster Conzet, 26-yard touchdown run, and Wayzata's in front 14-0. Jake Marsh to Brady Galbraith. This is a 50-yard gain down to the 14. It would set up another Trojan touchdown. Marsh to Keyshawn Alexuk, and that makes it 21-0. Great catch, Wayzata. Daniel Ryan's the quarterback for the Raiders to Chris Perry, their great receiver, 75 yards on this touchdown. It's 21-7 at this point, and then Wayzata goes on to win. 38-14 was the final, so the Trojans advance to the round of 8, and they will get Eastridge next week, and wow, is that going to be a great game. Eastridge surviving Prior Lake tonight. 2 touchdowns early by Andrew Owaduni, and Prior Lake led 14-3.
The Raptors dominated play in the third quarter. A punishing drive is capped off by Odamas Payamano's keeper. Eastridge within 2.
Second half, look out. Dominic London, the junior running back. This is a 70-yard touchdown run, and the Eastridge Raptors win tonight 26-22 to advance.
Prior Lake bounced back in the fourth. They rent a truck known as Jamal Johnson. The lineman turned running back, carries the pile 12 yards for the go-ahead touchdown. 22-19 the score. Time winding down. Looks like Eastridge will try a tying field goal. Looks are deceiving. The fake goes to London. He sprints around the right side and dives at the pylon. Touchdown Eastridge. The Raptors win in amazing fashion. The Raptors make it to the Great 8 with the last-second win.
What a great year they're having. Kamal Martin, a 1-yard sneak against Edina. Their defense would do the rest.
Edina gave the Blaze a challenge. Fourth quarter, quarterback Brock Bolton connects with A.J. Nelson to pull the Hornets within a touchdown. Edina later on the drive. Now, pay attention. This time Bolton drops back. This pass is going to be deflected. There's the deflection, and there's the pickoff for Jake Shelby.
Wow.
Yeah. His return will set up a game-sealing field goal, 17-7, as the Blaze from Burnsville keep their season alive.
A great game next week. Maple Grove, Armstrong, big play, interception here by the junior linebacker. It's Nick Svensson down to the Maple Grove 1. Armstrong looking to upset a #1 seed. Thomas Barber will take it in for the touchdown, and the Armstrong Falcons led 6-0. Late in the first half, Maple Grove would tie it. Their quarterback, Brad Davison, on a short sneak, and then the Crimson would survive.
Thanks, ladies. Robbinsdale Armstrong went toe-to-toe with Maple Grove. Hollis Barber with the right touch to Isaiah Poster, and he goes the distance, breaking that ankle tackle. But Maple Grove was able to answer all night. Brad Davidson can see the floor as a point guard in the winter, and then the quarterback in the fall, he can do these kind of things. To an open Eddie Lee. Maple Grove did enough holding on, and they held on for an onside kick. It was 21-18, the Crimson over Armstrong.
And it's all this year because of this guy, J.D. Spielman. That's a 45-yard touchdown run against Lakeville South, and it's 6-0. Still in the first, Alec Hetherington, a 24-yard TD run. Eden Prairie led 42-0 at halftime, and they win easily, 48-14.
Stillwater winners of 5 straight, looking for the upset on the road. The Ponies came out running. Stephen Wagner goes 63 yards for the score. This game would go back and forth all night long. Wagner had 3 touchdowns tonight. Wade Sullivan scores here for the Panthers, who, after falling behind in the fourth quarter, racked up 3 late touchdowns to seal the win, 42-28 the final.
Well, then it gets crazy. Lakeville ball at the 5, late third, Drew Stewart looking for the lead. Heaves it back over the middle like Favre, and like Favre, it's picked off by Stillwater's number 13, Austin Muir. That turns into the Stephen Wagner 2-yard touchdown trot, and the Ponies lead 28-21 fourth quarter. Then the Panthers march right back down and even things up on this 16-yard Drew Stewart to Trevor Sherman touchdown toss. Now the play of the season for Lakeville North, and it comes from the homecoming king, Jaden Hatt. Hatt steps in front of this Mutt Hefferly pass, and old Mo is wearing a red jersey, because on the very next play, Stewart launches a 36-yard bomb to Nick Fossey, and Lakeville's North celebration was on.
Against Stillwater. Touchdown strike, Drew Stewart to Nick Fossey, 36 yards, and the Lakeville North Panthers will advance to the round of 8 with a nice win tonight over Stillwater. They will get Osseo next.
The Prince was charming tonight for Osseo. The Orioles' Prince Krula is a good one. He scored from short distance against Hopkins, and when he got some room, he scored from long distance. He has been on a roll the past couple weeks, so has Osseo. Tonight he helped ignite the high-power offense. They did it through the air as well. Malik Gaylord to Martelius Hughes. Osseo never led up, beating Hopkins in a shootout. Ready for this?
But Hopkins wastes little time in tying the game. First drive of the third, Oscar Johnson with a strike to Malik Lofton. Royals inside the 5. That leads to this 3-yard run by Jamichael Ellis. And we're square at 21. Hold the phone, says Osseo. Malik Gillard on the play action. He finds Christian Tharp. Osseo now up 28-21. The fourth quarter saw 41 points scored. This first 14 by Prince Crow. Here the Orioles back carries a bunch of tacklers, gets some help from his friends, touchdown to make it 35-21. One more time for Prince. This time he zips up the middle. Osseo moves on 56-34 over Hopkins.
Yeah, you know, Totino-Grace is picking up momentum. Tonight the Eagles made a statement against Egan. The punt return by Mason Schuler. Well, when you see this, you kind of know that number 18 helps set the tone. Gets to the lane, makes some people miss, and look at that move. Speed diving into the end zone. So they're going to punch it in from here. Watch the jump step. Look at that. That's
vertical.
That's slow-mo. He knows how to do it. He lands over the goal line and then celebrates. Totino-Grace wasn't bothered by the rain, the weather, the natural turf. Kyler Halverson to Sam Hansen. That is 6 more. The Eagles, like they have done before, will play again in the state playoffs. They beat Egan 35-11.